Hello and welcome to a brand new Let's Play of Dark Souls. Right, this is technically horror, I can get away with it, it's okay. The votes have been tallied, and Pyromancer was quite a clear winner, in fact, by almost over 150 or so more, I believe. I'll put the actual information in the video information later. We've ended up with a Pyromancer. It's going to be a female Pyromancer called Kikoskia. I thought it'd be suitable, getting Kikoskia killed all the time. He's going to have bright pink hair, because that's how Kikoskia rolls. I asked him, totally. He'll find out later, probably when I tell him after I've made this. It'd be a nice surprise for him. We're going to get Kikoskia killed a few times, probably. I'm sure he won't mind. Anyway, let's start. Like I said, I'll be cutting out all the gumph, like the backtracking and whatnot. I'll try and keep in the deaths if I can, because they're usually pretty funny and probably irritating. But with that, let's start. I'm using an Xbox controller, using the Durante PC fix, which you can find on the NeoGaf forum, which if you plan on playing it, I highly recommend. Seriously, do not play this unedited. It's not going to be fun. Oh, hey, rats. How's it going? That's how I'll look, by the way, after this set. It's guaranteed.
The dark sign brands the undead.
Oh, that guy rattling his cage. That's me after Alien vs Predator. Actually, all these people are me.
The undead are corralled and led to the north.
And that's me after playing Cry of Fear. I hate myself.
Where they are locked away to await the end of the world.
And that's probably me in here. This is probably the me trying to get the suffering to run properly when I'm recording it. Why won't you just not crash? Please don't crash on me.
This is your fate.
Excellent. Man, that's a healthy looking rat. It's good. Come on, Kikoskia, get up. We got some killing to do. Ah, Kikoskia looks kind of pasty. Yikes. Well, at least Kikoskia's hair's intact. That's the me after committing suicide. After trying to play Alan Wake. Oh! Our mysterious friend here appears to have chucked a body at us, which I guess maybe is his way of saying hello. Man, I hate to see this bastard try and read a book at us. He's like throws bodies left, right and centre. Cool, this is the dungeon key. Let's get out of here. Alright, Dark Souls, in case you hadn't known, or you don't know much about Dark Souls, is an action RPG. Basically, it's kind of, I suppose, Zelda-esque is the best way I can put it. It's a big open world, in the vein, I suppose, of Metroid, where you explore dungeons and try and defeat giant monsters, like that fat bastard. But he'll come with them later. These little orange things on the floor, oops, don't kick him, stupid Kikoskia. The orange things on the floor are hints which players drop. In this beginning area, this is just the developers leaving messages. Basically, it's a tutorial. This game doesn't really have a tutorial, it just tells you what the moves are and then lets you get on with it. And if you die, it's kind of your fault. At the moment, don't really have a lot, but as a Pyromancer we have access to fire spells and whatnot. Unfortunately, we can't cast any yet because we don't have a glove, which is what you need to cast spells. Oops. But let's get out of here first. Okay, the basic mechanics though, what's this? Rest of bonfire, right. Basic mechanics, these bonfires, they basically are checkpoints. More or less. But every time you use them, you get all your potions back, which can heal you. Which we don't have any at the moment, I might add. But it also respawns every single enemy, except the bosses. Which can be a problem. Never mind. Onwards! Like I said, I'll be trying to streamline this as much as humanly possible because there's a lot of times when you'll be backtracking and whatnot, which you don't particularly want to be seeing all the time. By the way, welcome to Dark Souls. You can stay and fight this guy right now. It's not usually it's not usually worth it. Pardon me. At the moment, we are just legging it. Mainly because there's not a lot we can do about him. Like I said, you can stay and fight if you pick the gift that is the fire bombs. You can blow them up. You get a cool weapon out of it if you pull it off. You need 50 strength, but you get a massive demon's great hammer, which is kind of cool. Fine, walk around then. Get your shield. That's right, Kikoskia. Stop being a noob, pick up a shield. In this game, you can be pretty hardcore if you want. You can run around without a shield, dodge everything. This is not how I'm going to play this, because that's not a sensible thing to do. The sensible thing to do is run around with your shield up like a coward. Like so. Please don't hurt me. No, sir, come back. Come back, I wish to stab you in the anus with my broken hilt. Ah, or my hand axe. I probably mentioned, but you really do want to play this with an Xbox controller if you plan on playing it. After this set, I'll be posting on Twitter the times I'm recording, and things like that, and my gamer tag. So if you want to come try and invade me, you're more than welcome. Or you want to come try and do some co-op with me, if I'm in human form, you can. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, you'll find out more later. Right. That's where we were before. B, backstab. Left stick, roll. Excellent. There's lots of traps that I'm actually going to be avoiding. Like this thing. Whoop. That if you don't know it's coming, usually will run you over and crush you. At, like, your spirits and your will. Yeah, totally opening that. That'll be useful. Hey dude, how's it going? Ah, that doesn't look too healthy.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I were both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Hilariously, this is a kind of, you can just say no, which I think is a bit cruel since the guy's dying, but let's just say yes.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family, thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringest the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know.
It's a rather specific phrase from your family.
And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite.
And here we go, our potions. Sweet.
Oh, and this.
Hey, thanks, I need that.
Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
That's fine, dude, I'm sure that wouldn't happen. You hang in there. Maybe I can get you some more potions or something. Basically tells you how to use the items, it's cool. Aw, man, did you just stab yourself? Dude. Oh well, we got souls. And as you can see in the bottom right corner there, which I'm pointing at, which you obviously can't see my hand, which is silly, this is our souls. And basically our souls are both our currency and our XP. Which is a good thing and a bad thing. Mainly a bad thing, because when you die you lose everything you have on you. Which is a problem. So not dying is usually a good plan. By the way, if you're playing with the PC controls, mouse and keyboard, it still says Y, left stick, right button. Yeah, that kind of port. You know, the ones that make me rage. Bless you. God, someone get him a tissue. Doesn't sound healthy. Aha! Nya! Pyromancer flame. Excellent. Kikoskia can now cast fire. Good job, Kikoskia. You lovely woman. If you weren't undead, I'd totally kiss you. Wait, that sounds wrong. I wouldn't kiss. Would I kiss Kikoskia? Oh, Kikoskia's a woman. Man, this makes things really awkward. I'll have to talk to him, her later. When he finds out I've named the character Kikoskia. Basically, I looked through all the names, and someone mentioned you should have something of Kikoskia's, and I thought, that's a good idea. Why not just go with Kikoskia? I'm sure he'll find it amusing. Probably. Maybe. Basically, all we're doing at the moment, I'm just clearing out... Oh, right, I'll show you that in a sec as well, that bloodstain. Just clearing out... Oops, the dudes in here. Stop being a jerk, man. He's not going to die, is he? No. Okay. Right, this bloodstain is showing you how someone died. Now, this person's just recently died in their game, and since we're online, we can see what's happening. Yeah, they probably fought this guy and died. Unlucky. Right, what we're going to do is kill the big demon, really. That's the plan anyway, it might go horribly wrong. Chances are I will be going horribly wrong. I want to equip the Pyromancer flame. That's how we're going to cast our spells, by equipping the flame, which I control with the D-pad. Right on the D-pad, changes that. Okie dokie, this is going to go well. Good luck, Kikoskia. Don't fluff it up. Now, we can drop down and stab him in the head to do a lot of extra damage. However, of course, we still got to finish him off. Being a Pyromancer, which you lovely people chose, which does make my life slightly easier, we can, of course, burn sucker. Bam. Which does quite a reasonable amount of damage, you can see. But really, we want to kind of goad him a bit. Like, I want to show you this with some of the attacks he does as well, because killing him straight away would be kind of dull. He does lots of stompy moves, he can fly up in the air as well. He generally just tries to sweep, like so, and catch you off guard, which of course you can get close to him and dodge, mostly. And we want to stay away from that, because it hurts. And we'll just set him on fire. Whoosh. I always thought he kind of looks like Bowser's ugly sister. Oh, someone has died. Let's have a look. How did you die? Ah, probably to that exact move, in fact. Anyway, go to hell, Asylum Demon. And that's the fairy. That's the tutorial boss base. He's not difficult at all, quite frankly. There's nothing really hard about him. He telegraphs everything he does really, really, sort of obviously. What's that noise? There's another one. Spoilers. All right, let's leave the Undead Asylum. I've had enough of the tutorial place. It's time to get serious, or as serious as you can get when you're probably going to die every 2 seconds. What I'd like to do. Good job. Go straight ahead. I thank you, game. I appreciate you knowing that I did well. What I'm trying to get up to today is the Tauros Demon, which is the first technical boss, and get a little bit past there. So let's see what we can do.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated
Sweden.
that one day an undead shall be chosen.
Suddenly, birds.
To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Swear, I don't think that's the best name, personally. Maybe it sounded cooler in Japanese. Don't know. And welcome to basically our sort of Metroid-y style area. Like, we can explore pretty much everything here, and it's all one big area, which is really neat. Whee! Oh, thanks for breaking my legs, you jerk crow. Oh, whatever, I'm already dead. To it doesn't matter at this point. I say me, I mean Kikoskia. Good job, Kikoskia. Hang on, I keep getting these damn achievements. It doesn't actually work. I've already done this before. Yes, thank you. I know. Right. The game's kind of kindly explained a little bit away there, so basically what's happened, we can now spend the souls we got to level up. What I'm not going to be doing is leveling up just yet. Basically, because I'll be explaining the choices and we'll go through them. Let's talk to this guy.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival.
To right.
Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now.
I doubt that.
Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are actually 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
One thing to note here, everybody is completely insane. Seriously, like genuinely woohoo. So, all the conversations are a little bit odd. Now, what I'm doing here is giving myself some humanity and turning myself human, which basically lets us summon people in, get invaded, and gives us a very, very slight boost to a couple of stats, I believe. But that's generally it. Mainly, I prefer to run around a human because the ability to summon people is very useful. And being invaded is pretty fun sometimes. First things first, I'm going to go around hunting for some items, so you don't want to watch that, it's kind of dull. We'll continue our adventure in a short while.